Hi, everyone. This is Bill Simmons with another episode of Pacific Coast Broadband Connect. With me today is returning Maria Kelly, and she's leader of the San Luis Obispo County Broadband Group. And Maria, you've got a big event coming up this next week. I was hoping that you could just tell us a little bit about it.
Happy to, Bill. We're so excited. We're hosting the first part of our first half of our virtual broadband summit series next Thursday, February 18th, starting at 10 a.m. We're super excited to be looking at the topic of connection and digital divide and hosting a few fantastic speakers that are going to speak to us about some of the exciting things that are happening in policy and all the other aspects of what you need to consider when you're closing the digital divide.
I'm excited too because you've got some numbers people and you've got some political people. I mean,
Yeah.
you're really bringing in some great names.
Yeah, no, it's so important to understand the data and the science. Sort of what are your numbers? Where are you? What are the, and we're really excited to hear from Steve Blum to tell us about what are the gaps we should be looking at closing? Where do we target? What are our priority areas? And, sometimes it really is that expertise from outside the area that can take an objective look at the footprint of your broadband. We can story tell ourselves from within the county as long as we want, but we've brought in some outside forces to really help us along as we look at the situation that we find ourselves in.
Well, Steve is recognized statewide. He's come up with the statewide report card. A number of years ago, he came in and did our initial analysis for the consortia in the San Luis Obispo County area. So I'm going to be really interested in hearing what he has to say and as he updates his analysis. It's always great to start this conversation with just a ground truth baseline of what
Yeah.
the data is today.
Yeah, no, exactly. And so we're going to look at the data and sort of look at trends. And then the following Thursday, February 25th, same time, different channel, we're going to welcome Sunny McPeak and Barbara Hayes. And we're going to be looking at middle mile, final mile, economic development, and hopefully hear some creative things that other people have done throughout the state that San Luis Obispo County and our region may consider looking at. So as we move forward.
And once again, both these people are recognized statewide for their leadership on this particular topic. And so it's going to be great to have them local talking to us about our situation and helping them, creating that visibility.
Yeah. No, we're extremely excited. And the other piece is that we are asking people to register via Eventbrite, but we're also going to be showing it Facebook Live. So if people just want to drop in for a portion of one or the other of the events, everyone's welcome. We want to keep it free and accessible as possible.
Marie, I'm really impressed with how you've designed it. It's just an hour and a half. It's on 2 different days. It's the kind of thing that you can just drop in and experience it, and before it gets too long, you can drop out and it's over, and then you can do it in 2 installments. I mean, it really is designed really well for these COVID days that we're experiencing.
Yeah, well, one of the things that we heard back when we were planning it with our summit committee, we had a great group of people come together representing all kinds of industry and government and telecom. And one of the things we said is, look, people are sitting for too long. We love our Zoom. We love accessing, the accessibility of it all, but our attention span isn't as long as it really needs to be. So 2 days for an hour and a half each day seemed to really fit with what we could manage with this amount of information.
I guess it's not too soon to ask, now that we're going to have these two events and coming together of the county and the stakeholders for these meetings, what happens then? What's next?
So I'm so glad you asked, because that's a question we do ask ourselves. You put all this time in, what's the next step? So we are working on a document, sort of an outline of what we do want to have happen next. What is the task? We want to have a task force. We want to keep this initiative moving forward, and we want to be very transparent about the work that's come along to get us to this point and the work that needs to move along forward. So, we've created this draft outline of a task force. We've created a shared Dropbox for relevant documentation, documents that have been guiding documents and that will continue to guide us, accessible and open to everyone. Again, it's free, open access. That's the goal. That's how you solve problems. And that's been our approach.
Well, your county is such a special place. You've got these maritime cables that come in under the sea and land right there in your region. You've got an academic institution. You've got a high quality of life. You've got a beautiful area. I mean, broadband is going to be, the catalyst to really pull things together and take it to the next level. It's a great conversation to have.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm just so thank you so much for joining us once again and giving us this glimpse of what's going to come in the next 2 weeks. I'm encouraging everybody to sign up, go to your website. I know that we'll be, as part of this interview, this discussion, putting a link there to Eventbrite so they can register. And it's just going to be a great conversation to be part of.
Thanks, Bill.
Well, that's it for now. Thank you so much, Maria, for joining us. And I want to thank all the consortia folks for watching us as well. We'll look forward to seeing you next time.